So the Kansas City Chiefs absolutely cooked with this draft, man. Brett Veach cooked, and it was an amazing draft to see. I'm not going to lie. I mean, round one, we get a Ohio State offensive tackle. Obviously, left tackle has been a need for, a huge minute. And, okay, Josh Simmons, I guess he wasn't the most enticing pick due to the fact that he has suffered from some knee injuries. He has missed some games for Ohio State. But in a lot of pass blocking snaps, I think he only allowed, one sack? Or something like that, and like over 600 snaps. So Josh Simmons is absolutely elite. I mean, 2024, 6 games, 306 snaps, 0 sacks allowed, 1 pressure allowed. 2023, 13 games, 825 snaps, 1 sack allowed, 10 pressures allowed. So he's kind of good. He's 22 years old. So obviously he's elite when healthy, but when healthy is always the biggest question of them all. But I believe he will stay healthy. Then on day 2, we ended up going with Omar Norman Lott, who I think is also a pretty good player, pretty good defensive tackle that could definitely move some players around. I think that was a good pick right there as well. And I think he's going to be amazing. I think he had the best pass rush win rate as a DT. So he's going to be definitely a amazing player in this Spags defense. So seeing that right there, that was good. And the Kansas City Chiefs, they honestly just broke the NFL, they got a lot of players. They just addressed every need that they needed. With round 3, pick 66, they ended up selecting Ashton Gillard. So he's pretty good as well, defensive end out of Louisville. And I like what I've seen out of him. His win rate is also very good. He wins a lot. He could obviously cause havoc on that D-line. So getting a guy like him and a guy like Omar Lott in the same draft, that's honestly different. So you're going to pair him up with Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, Mike Dana, Felipe Anudike-Uzomah. So it's going to be a lot of depth in that D-line, which we obviously know that we needed. Now, round 4, number 85, that was my favorite. That was one of my favorite picks. And Noel Williams. Now, Noel Williams is honestly an absolute stud. I think he's pretty good. He's actually very tall as well. He's a ball hawk. He recorded 40 career interceptions, and he literally had 7 interceptions in 2024 alone. So he has great ball skills, and he's fantastic when it comes to finding the ball in the air. Now, he's more of a man cover, only for early in his career, a man coverage corner, and he projects an outside only corner for the time being, but he's pretty good. And this feels like a Veach and Spags type selection, just a guy that could literally be a great player in the Kansas City Chiefs. And we know that, Veach has a history of drafting secondary players that's good. So I don't even put it past him if Noah Williams becomes one of the best corners. So now my favorite day of the draft was actually today, because we got Jalen Royals at round 4, pick 133. Then we got Jeff Bassa, the Oregon linebacker. That was round 5, pick 156. But Jalen Royals, that wide receiver out of Utah State, that was one of my favorites because I've been wanted this guy. And I thought he was going to take him in the 2nd round or something, but actually not. We actually didn't. So he is a very good player. Roy's a solid route runner. He has good ball tracking ability. He has solid hands. So that was good to see right there. Then we went and got another one of my favorite picks, Brashard Smith, in the 7th round at pick 228. Now, he's a very good player. He had 1,300 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns. And he also ran a 4.39-second 40-yard dash. He's an explosive runner, man. He's capable of ripping big gains on any given play. His vision, his hesitation, it helps him maneuver his way through defenses, man. And his speed and his acceleration help him find lanes in the defense through the big runs. So we already know what he brings to the table. He's a very good player. He's also an advanced pass catcher. He spent some time at wideout at Miami before transferring. So he has the capabilities to run routes out of the backfield as well and in around the slot. So that's pretty good right there to see, see him like that. See a player like that. And we desperately needed an injection of speed and explosion in the running back room. And he's going to provide that. He's also very versatile. So he's a natural fit for this Kansas City Chiefs team. So I liked what I've seen out of the Chiefs with this draft, man. I think they just literally changed a lot with this draft. Amazing picks, like I say amazing picks, man. Amazing picks. Like Veach absolutely cooked. You can't even complain about this. Like at first I thought it was gonna go a little wrong, but I realized that Veach absolutely cooked, and I had to rethink the Josh Simmons pick, and I came to the conclusion that the pick isn't bad at all, man. It's actually a good pick because we need a franchise left tackle, and he could be that when he's healthy. So that's something that I'm glad for. That's something I'm excited for. And this definitely just made me very excited, this whole draft in its own. And we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully the Kansas City Chiefs could capitalize very big off of these players. And hopefully all these players pan out as they should, because they should be able to pan out, because these are some very good players. But they all probably going to make the team. They're all going to make the team. Usually you'd be like, you don't know if all these players are going to make the team, but this feels like a draft where every player that was drafted will make the team. Every player that was drafted will make this team. And that's why the Kansas City Chiefs has broke the NFL. I mean, they got all their needs. They improved offense great. They improved defense great. Like, I don't know, man. I believe that this was a very good draft for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm proud of, what they did. And this is a great way to respond after getting blown out in the Super Bowl. So hopefully these players could just put it all out there and, show how good that they are. And then, yeah, man, everything else will just fall into play, But I think it was great picks. I don't disagree with them at all, especially Rashard Smith. I think he's a hell of an underrated running back. And the fact that he fell down this far is absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So we got some good value, man. I mean, Jeffrey Basso was supposed to be, he was on the big board at 136. We got him at 156. Rashard Smith was at 145. We got him at 228. So that's good value right there. Josh Simmons was at number 26. We got him at 32. Jalen Royals was at number 76. And we got him at 133. So that's good. That's good value right there. We just added some speed to the offense and some other stuff, man. So it was a good draft. But if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. I'm going to be bringing you more and more draft videos. Tomorrow I'll make separate videos on these players just by themselves. But I'm out, man. Peace.